Yo, Vinny, you so dumb.
So Robert has like a red rocking chair where like he'll sit in and I'll like rock like because it's kind of like it's like shaped like this it's like a crescent moon and then it, like you sit inside and then like just I don't know how to explain it. He just got a little small little cute rocking chair. Okay, so I'll like push him on his rocking chair just like a tad bit just for motion because like if you don't push him he'll get to wandering around and doing stuff. Okay, so like I'm rocking him and while I'm rocking him. W is Winston sitting next to me just leaning down not doing nothing. Here comes Jamie out of nowhere, this pissy little girl. You need to get up. You need to sit up. So he's just like, okay. And he just didn't move. So she's literally, keep in mind PTSD because IEP, his evaluation sheet lets you know like he's able to get triggered. Like, don't do too much. Like, he's been through a lot. So, like, don't do too much. Y'all, why the hell this lady, she in his face, you need to sit up. You need to sit up properly on your dot. Keep in mind, he's not bothering nobody. This shouldn't even, like, okay, girl. So, she's over here, like, yip, talking. And I'm trying, like, so I try to, like, tone her out a little bit. And I'm looking at him. I'm like, okay, Winston, you can sit next to me, but can you sit on your dot? You can't lay on me no more. So I'm trying to like tell him because at this point he's zoning her out. Like he's not paying no mind to her. Like it's giving very much, I'm looking at you, rolling my eyes like, girl, get out my face. That's what it's giving. So at this point, like I'm trying to respect what she's saying. So I'm trying to let him know, but let him know in a way where it's not like I'm part of it. That did not sit well with Winston. Y'all, Winston turned around. He literally got up. Winston got up and he hit me. Winston hit me. He's like, why are you being mean to me? Now he's yelling at me. Bro, little boy flipped on me because she was yelling at him. And here I am trying to get him to understand, like I'm talking calm, but it's just like he wasn't sitting right. So he gets up. He runs to the other side of the classroom. I don't want to be here. Like he's yelling. And then here she goes. Instead of her leaving him alone, she walks over there towards him. So as she's walking to him, he runs to the other side of the classroom, bro. Like, this is what I be talking about. Like, this lady is so sick in the head. You baby Jay, Justin, but he don't need to be baby. And you sit here, you can tell that she got a problem with Winston. I don't know what her problem is with Winston, but she got a problem with Winston. Because this little boy don't be doing nothing. And here you need to sit up. Girl, if you got a problem with him, just be like, Miss Naomi, can you let him know like he needs to sit up? Point blank, period. And I would have done that respectfully. Like I've done several other times. So for there to be lack of communication, just for him, like it's literally just for him because, girl, you don't ever do this with anybody else. You be communicating with everybody else, but when it comes to him, like the communication somehow dies off. So it's like now he's over there yelling. I leave Robert over there in his chair and I get up and I go to Winston. I say, Winston, let's go in the other room because remember there's a room inside of a room. So I go to him and I'm like, Winston, let's go in the other room. Let's go talk. Can we talk? So we're in the other room and he lets me know he hit me because he's mad because he's like, why would you not want me to lay on you? But I let him know, I'm like, it's not me. I don't mind you laying on me, but the other kids can't lay down. So you can still sit next to me. You don't have to sit on your dot. You can sit very close next to me and we can sit really close to each other. We don't have to, So let him know. I'm like, she just wanted to tell you not to lay down. I'm trying to like cool him down. So he understands. All he needed was that little communication for him to understand. So he does get a grip of what's going on. Because remember, he was crying, yelling. Because at this point, he's fight or flight. Because when I'm saying, like, when he ran across the room, that girl should have never followed him. Because now he run across the other side. Why are you following him? Girl, he's going to instantly hop into fight or flight. Now, if he hits you while you preggo, he in the wrong, right? That's what I'm saying. Y'all be doing stuff to trigger people. And then when they react, then they a crazy nut job. So we come out after we're done talking. We sit down. Everything's cool, calm, and collected. Obviously, Shannon gonna come up talk about, oh, I heard Winston hit you. Of course you heard it. I'm pretty sure Jamie did call you. So I let her know, like, he didn't hit me off rip. Jamie was she was doing too much in the conversation. I didn't say doing too much, but I explained everything that went down to her. And the only reason I really explained it to her, because I really wasn't going to, But Miss P, I had went to the other school, right? Miss P, my work mom. So I explained to her what had happened because she found out that Winston hit me too. So I let her know what had happened. She's like, you should just tell Shannon. So at that point, because keep in mind, I left Shannon on delivered, heavy on delivered, girl. I'm not talking to you, kind of weird. So I left her on delivery, never replied to her message. So after I talked to Miss P and like common ground, okay, cool, bet, whatever. That's when I had hit Shannon up like this the what had happened. She's like, but he shouldn't have ever hit you. Girl, you're not understanding. You're slow too. He didn't up and just hit me. Jamie came face to face like this with him. You need to get up. Why would you? Can you get up? There's other ways to frame it. So when she was trying to like back Jamie up, I just stopped replying to the message because at the end of the day, what happened had happened. It's okay. He don't need to get in trouble. He hit me and I'm saying it's okay because me and him had a discussion afterwards. So it's okay. Okay? Okay. Let it die off because y'all been having a problem with Winston. So like, let's keep it pretty in pink because y'all be one-sided. So this is like, keep in mind, Jamie, her little, she don't do nothing, blah, 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 blah. Jay started liking Miss Doris, Miss D. But it wasn't like liking on the weird stuff. It was just like he started latching on to her because like he just they used to call each other best friends because like, you know, hey Miss Doris, can I help you? This, that, and the other. They just were close. Like how me and Chris are, that's how Jay and Miss Doris was. So I never like stepped into that relationship as it pertained to like teacher student. I never messed up their dynamic because if he does something wrong, he goes to Miss Doris and Miss Doris will correct him. That's what I mean. Like I want y'all to understand it wasn't weird. So she like they had that relationship where it's like he would communicate with her. So if he's comfortable communicating with her, I'm not going to take that from him and be like, no, I need to be the one that needs to tell him, you know? So they had whatever going on. Jay act up. Now he, like I told y'all, he likes to talk to Miss Doris because that's his best friend. Okay. So when he does stuff wrong, Miss Doris will be like, I don't want to be your best friend no more because that wasn't nice of you. And then he'd be like, no, I'm sorry. Like that type of relationship where it's like they had that dynamic, they had that understanding. That did not sit right with Jamie Johnson. She literally came out of nowhere. No, you don't need to be doing that. That's Miss Naomi's job. Yelling. When I say yelling in front of all the kids in the classroom, talk about it's my job. It's my job for what? He wants to talk to Miss Doris. He doesn't want to talk to me. He made it clear to me when I went to talk to him that he doesn't want to talk to me. And I'm understanding that if I tell him, no, you're going to talk to me, when he specifically told me what he wanted to do, he said he's willing to fix the problem if he talks to Miss Doris. Why would I take that from him and say, no, you have to talk to me? That's stupid. No, you can talk to Miss Doris then. That's fine. As long as you are able to articulate to her what you did wrong and we have that common understanding. Simple, right? Cool, bet. She gets mad. That didn't sit right with her. So when she needs to deal with Miss Naomi. When I tell you I stopped taking care of her kids, like when her kids be acting up, I don't even, like literally, I'm so cool with the kids. I don't need to act, like I don't need to do too much. When they act up, I literally just look at them. I be like, should we be doing that? That's all I need to ask them and they know. And they'll get their act together. Like sometimes I don't even need to talk. I just look at them. That's it. Like we have that understanding where it's just like, it's not no fear type stuff. It's just like, come on, friends. Like we ha, we talk. We color together. Like I've interacted with all her students. Like, what are you talking about? So girl. So at this point, when they just be acting up, I don't even correct their bad behavior. You got it because when anything goes down, I'm supposed to be doing what? Okay, cool, bet. Like, girl, you can handle it. Handle all your kids since that's how you feeling. Since you feeling froggy and you want to jump, I'm going to teach you how to play leapfrog. Yeah, girl, you ain't really playing this right. So push come to shove, fast forward. I get to work one day. I'm not really like feeling bad. You know, obviously energy drink like usual. She come up to me, talk about some, can you go talk to Miss Pendleton? Miss Pendleton's the principal. So basically, I go talk to Miss Pendleton. Keep in mind, I'm bad with names. So like, I'm not even knowing that the principal name is Miss Pendleton. She talked about go talk to Miss Pendleton. Who the hell is Miss Pendleton? She's like the principal. Oh, well, shit. I don't know what I thought the lady's name was, but I didn't think it was Miss Pendleton. So I go to Miss P's office. Miss P lets me know Miss W no longer working with them because like, she just no longer working with them. Now I didn't go into like details and like trying to figure out what it was. But it's just like, I don't know. I just shut down a little bit. Keep in mind, I didn't ask too many questions. They just said like, they reached out to her mom because she quit. And when she quit, they tried to get the equipment back from her. And her mom was the one that like hit them up. and like gave the equipment back to them. So I don't know if like she just didn't want to be bothered with the school district whatsoever, or like what happened. So I was just like, okay, cool, bet. Like I was feeling uneasy about it, but I was like, you know what? At the end of the day, it had to be Jamie and Shannon, because y'all literally I've never seen her have a problem with anybody else, but y'all be talking about her the most from what I've experienced, and me being the one that's heard all the gossip. Like, it's not hearsay because I've heard it. And I was just, at this point, I already didn't have like I really didn't like Jamie like that, but now I really, really don't like you like that, for real, girl. I don't like you. For real, for real. So I get in the classroom, boom, this is when Miss D hits me up like, yeah, girl, rumor has it, she offed herself. And I'm no. And that just made me feel even more uneasy. Like, now I really got this, like, I'm pissed off. Because I'm not saying y'all the reason she offed herself, but at the end of the day, people go through what they go through in life. And how you portray yourself to the world does a lot. I go through what I go through, but I never put that pain or that anger or that animosity towards other people, because I don't know what they're going through. Some people be on their last straw, and y'all don't help by trying to do all this bickering and background, especially in the workplace. If I'm here to get my money, I shouldn't have to be stressed with whatever I got going on. So I'm over here praying like she really didn't offer herself. She probably in like another state somewhere, cooling, chilling, relaxing, cause no. So then I get to the other school. Why the hell Shannon gonna talk about some? Do you want to talk about Miss W? Girl, fuck you. Heavy on the fuck. Stop talking to me. You're slow at this point. You talk to me, I don't reply to you. You text me, I don't reply to you. And you're not understanding. Don't talk to me. You're slow. You put the S in slow. So at this point, I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. I'm not feeling them whatsoever, right? Next thing you know, why the hell, this is like, several weeks later, I see a bag of dirty clothes next to the desk with a letter from Shannon talking about some, hey, just thought I'd give you some clothes. Talk about, literally signed Shannon. Girl, be so serious. Don't piss me off. When have I ever had the discussion of asking you for clothes? I've never asked you for clothes. I got clothes. Girl, you ain't never seen me step for real. You ain't never seen me outside the workplace. None of that. What do I look like looking cute in the workplace? You try, and your T for trying is an F. You fail with flying colors. Because if this is your trying and this is you going all out, terrible F. You failed the assignment. You don't got no drip for real, girl. You not saucy. What are you talking about? Your style is whack. And so are you. You're a bottom of the barrel. So at this point, I see the little dirty clothes. I'm pissed off because when did I ever ask you for clothes? At this point, you playing in my face. So at this point, I don't even say nothing. I don't talk, nothing. I go and I sit next to Robert, and I start talking to Robert. Because keep in mind, Robert, it will make my day. I don't care what I be going through. A lot of them kids be making my day and they just don't even know it. So like, I'm over here like trying to cool myself down. I'm really working on my patience. I'm over here. Okay, cool, bit. Next thing you know, Miss Doris hit me up. She in the other room, the room that the bag of clothes are in, right? The room inside of the classroom. She hits me up like, Miss Naomi, can you come in here? I don't reply to her. Miss Doris, if you see this video, if you ever see this video, I wasn't trying to avoid you. I was really trying to keep my composure. I really was. It wasn't you. I knew if I had went in that room one more time to see that or to discuss it with anybody, I would have went off because it was a lot of built up stuff. And at this point, girl, you really trying it. So now y'all want to play. I'm going to teach y'all bitches how to play because y'all don't know how the social hierarchy works. I got something for you. Okay. So at this point, fast forward, the years winding down, right? So I go to, what's it called? I go to the other school. And I let Miss P know why I don't like Jamie off rip. I was like, this girl been playing in my face off rip. I just spoke on strictly me. I didn't even tell her like a whole Miss W heard gossiping. None of that. I just let her know off rip. Like, I don't really have the time for her. I don't need to talk to her. Cause she was like, you should probably have a sit down with Jamie. And I said, no. Cause at this point, girl, if I have a sit down with you, isn't that the last thing you try to pull with Miss W? Girl, I don't want to have a sit down with you because you're going to say something off the walls and I'm straight knocking you in your face. Like, girl, stop playing with me because y'all really, at this point, y'all trying it. I don't want to have a sit down. You want to talk to me. I don't have anything to talk to you about. At this point, they come up, right? And the Lake, they're having a graduation ceremony. The Woods aren't having graduation. The Lake is. So the Lake is where Eric and Chris are at. So I tell Miss P, like, I want to come to the ceremony because I was helping her prepare for the ceremony. So I let her know, can I come to the ceremony? She's like, yeah. So I let her know, like, I'll take off work because I had work that morning at, I'm supposed to be at the woods, but I let her know, like, I'll come in and this woo woo. Another sick day. And she was like, oh no, you don't have to, just talk to Shannon and see if you can get your schedule changed, because Shannon be changing my schedule all the time anyways. So I let her know, okay, cool, bet. So I asked Shannon, I don't even talk to the lady. I asked Shannon, like, hey, can you change my schedule? Not changing my schedule overall, but like for that day, can I just attend the graduation? And I don't mind like going back to my regular work hours. She's like, yeah, I'll look into it. Girl, why the hell she said she's gonna look into it, right? That's the last time we heard from her. She wrote an email. Jay, she had Jan in there, my supervisor, Miss Pendleton, the Woods principal. I don't remember who the Lakes principal is. I seen her in passing, but I don't remember her name. Okay. She had her in there. She had Jamie, and she had Miss P, my work mom, who's the other teacher, the head teacher at the other school. She had all of them in there talking about, I agreed. Keep in mind, like I told you, a 6-hour shift. She want me to be at the W for 2 hours, go to the lake for 2 hours, be at the W. So basically, I'm gonna be driving back and forth the whole day. That day, driving back and forth between the two schools. What do I look like? Now you really playing in my face. Like, don't get me wrong, she's asked me to do her evaluations for her before. Like, girl gave me a piece of paper, talk about some, can you go take the kids and ask them these questions? Girl, you supposed to be writing the IEPs. I told her, I was like, yeah, sure. Took the paper, never filled out the paper for her. I'm not doing your job for you. You get paid to do your job, so do your damn job. So at this point, it's like, girl, I don't know if you pissy because I ain't fill out your paper that you requested or what it is, because that's not my job title. If you got a problem, take it up with my supervisor. That's the role I'm about to start playing. You can no longer talk to me. You have to talk to somebody else to talk to me. Now when you have to go through people to talk to me, that's when you hit another level. You unlocked another level. Congratulations. Okay, so boom. I let her know, like, no, I seen the email. She talked about I agreed to it. Naomi agreed to blah, blah, blah. Miss Pendleton's like, oh, we're so grateful for you. Whatever she said in the email. And she ain't saying nothing like me. It was just like, oh, acknowledging that she saw the email, basically. I literally, I didn't reply to the email because, girl, you drunk off your high horse. So I messaged Jan because obviously I got Jan's number. I text her. I said, I never agreed to it. Never did we have a discussion that I would be back and forth schools. I said, I told the lady that I wanted to attend the ceremony because of the 2 kids. Never did I tell her I agreed to it. She said she would let me know. She never let me know. I'm just seeing it through the email. I said I will not be doing it at all. I said this is not her first time changing my schedule, and this will be her last. I said it very professionally, but that's the gist of it. I know how to make something real disrespectful sound real professional. One thing about me, I'm good with the word choice. Look, grammar is out of this world. So I'll let her know, like, I'm not going to be doing it. She's like, I'll look into it. Boom, right? Next thing you know, Shannon come calling my phone. I wasn't going to pick up, but I picked up anyways. She called my phone, talk about, hey, I wanted to apologize because I messed up. I didn't want you to drive back and forth. I thought it was so day, girl, whatever. No, you mad because Jan hit you up and whatever she had talked to you about, she talked to you about. Girl, you not sorry because you be doing all this. You be doing real catty off the wall shit and then be like, I'm sorry, bitch. Take your sorry, stuff it down your throat. I don't care about you and your sorries. You and your sorries could go burn in hell for all I care at this point. Cause now you tried it. So she over here apologizing this, that, the other. I usually be like, it's okay. I didn't tell her it's okay because it's not okay. I'm not going to give you the common courtesy of believing it's okay. It's not okay. She over here, I'm sorry, this, that, and the other. She over here apologizing on the phone, girl. When I tell y'all, whole time she was talking on the phone, I was quiet because there's nothing we need to talk about. I just picked up on some, like, keep in mind her number's not saved. The only reason I picked up is like, because I saw the number calling, went through my text message to see if we have any histories to indicate who it is. And when I figured out who it was, after the whole situation that happened, the only reason I answered is because I understand that I reached out to Jan. Answer just to figure out, like, if you was going to A, take this left, or B, correct your mistake. And you called trying to correct your mistake. But you didn't call correcting your mistake because you wanted to. You called because you got embarrassed, because you thought I was going to be dumb and go with it. You thought, like, you and Jamie be thinking I'm slow. That's y'all problem. Because, like, why would that heart on your sleeve characteristic, I hated it because that lets people think they can play with you because you're nice. Always gonna be me reciprocating the energy. It's never gonna be me just up and out of nowhere just having an attitude for no reason. It's never gonna be that. So when I react, that's why I tell people, like, when I react, sit back, because y'all don't be knowing what's going on. You just see me react. And that's the thing. And that's why I never reacted in the workplace, because you want me to be the crazy black lady. That narrative of, oh, this, that, and the other. I don't do drama in the workplace at all, because I'm quick to want to get physical. Like, I don't like the back and forth stuff. That's why I don't go back and forth with people, because I want to get active. So she over here apologizing, this, that, and the other. I'm quiet on the phone. Quiet. Crickets. Chirr, chirr, chirr. Yeah, crickets. Crickets. So after we addressed the schedule, like, okay, cool, I'm gonna be there for the ceremony. That was that. That's all I needed to hear. Because with or without you, I was still gonna be there at the fucking ceremony. I was gonna call in. Like, my plan A was gonna still be my plan A. My plan A became my plan B, but then it was gonna move back to plan A. The only reason I went through you was because I had a conversation with Miss P. But baby, you can ask Miss P. My initial response was never to go through you. It was to call off work. So for you to be playing in my face right now, it's crazy. And you want me to be like, it's okay. It's not okay. Ain't shit okay about what you're doing. And I'm not going to let you know it's okay, because that's what you want. You want me to tell you it's okay so you can sleep good at night. No, I don't care if you sleep good at night. You can have insomnia for all, like, I don't care. Cause that that trash bag, little dirty clothes, whole bunch of dirty clothes, whatever stunt that you pulled. Stay 10 toes away from me. Back up. Like, you are treading on thin ice. Okay? Keep it cute, Miss Ma'am. You really treading on thin ice. So she said what she needed to say. She apologized over and over. I was like, okay, well, I have to go now. And I turned off the phone. When I tell y'all she would not get your okay out of me, that's okay. It's not okay. So goodbye, girl. Turned off the phone, right? So I'm pretty sure she let them know. She let them know that I called my supervisor. Yeah, she did. I wouldn't have to go the supervisor route if you was doing your job from the get-go, would I? When it comes to Caucasians, I'm not going to go back and forth with you at all. I'm going to find somebody else to do it. Heavy on finding somebody else to do it that's the same ranking as you, probably higher. And when I say ranking, I mean white on white. I'm going to because there's two type of white people. I don't care what you say. There's the Karens of the world, and there's the Sharons. The Sharons are the, oh my goodness, like, willing to help you. The cool, laid back Caucasians. They don't bother nobody. They just, like, stay in their own lane. They're all inclusive. They're just like, you don't have to be all inclusive. They just stay in their own lane. Like, they don't really bother people. And then there's the Karens. We know how the Karens be acting. Just trying to dig and get under people's skin. I don't deal with the Karens. I get the Sharons to deal with the Karens. I will tell Sharon, and Sharon will tell Karen about herself, and then tell Karen about her nasty lasagna. One thing about them Sharons, they gonna tell Karen about herself, and not just tell Karen about herself, they gonna get it down. They gonna talk about your cooking, your husband, how he cheated on you. Them Sharons will let Karens know. You ain't never, look. I keep telling y'all, don't do it. Boy, I'm telling y'all, there's nothing like Sharon. I love the Sharons. I love the Sharons. Cause I love the Sharons. So that's why I just keep to myself. Because, like, if I ain't bother you, then why are you bothering me? Now, if I tell Sharon what I just did, she gonna be like, but you weren't bothering her. And that's really tea, because I wasn't bothering you. So why are you bothering me? Yeah. Yeah, and Sharon don't like that. So anyway, so boom, all this go down, right? I'm pretty sure she told them, like I told my supervisor, but she tried to play victim, because at this point, that's Shannon's MO. I'm a psychologist at this point. I literally have everybody diagnosed. And one thing about it, Shannon, and 10 things for sure, you love to play victim. I don't care how devastating the thing is, Miss Ma'am gonna flip the script and make her the victim each and every time. It's just something about that victim role that got you locked up. It got you chained up, don't it? That victim role is really doing a big one on you. Keep in mind the school year about to wind down. So I go to the W because it's my time to be at the W again. Next thing you know, before I went to the W, because during my lunch break, I had to have a meeting with my supervisor. So I went over there, had a meeting with my supervisor during my lunch break. And then, because Fridays, I'm at both schools. I start off my mornings at the lake, and then I end up my days at the W, right? So that's going on. I started off at the lake, and then during my lunch break, the in between while I'm driving to go over there, I just drove to go stop at what's it called? The Hollywood. I stopped at Hollywood because that's where my supervisor is. I stop at Hollywood, have a meeting with her. She tells me like, you got to get your goal thing, whatever, like some little thing that they have to do. You got to get that done. You know, it tells me the deadline. I'm already like a little backed up on the deadline. I was creeping on the deadline because they couldn't get to me, and they couldn't get to me because I don't really get on my computer. I check my emails every so often. So like they've been reaching out to me, but then like it was on emails. And I don't really check my emails. So then they ended up calling me. And that's how I found out like, oh, y'all sent an email? Damn. I just don't like carrying the computer with me everywhere because it'd be a whole lot of nothing. Very rarely did I get an email concerning me. So that's why I never carried a computer. So like, yeah, I really don't be on the computer like that. So I end up having to like, I happened to have a computer with me. It was in the car. So the computer was in the car. And it wasn't charged though. So when I told her, I was like, when I get to the woods, I'll like fill out the information and I'll complete it by the end of the day today. She's like, okay, cool, bet, you know, blah, 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 blah. So then, you know, obviously like we had a conversation. At this point, I could have easily told her like, boy, Shannon did this, that, and the other. Like I could have like all of that. But she just know like I don't be talking. And I don't be talking because like, girl, I don't really be trying to get into all this. Like if I talk about a problem and it needs addressing, that's because it's a big problem. I'm not the type to keep bringing up catty stuff to you as a supervisor, because then it's just like, is it really serious? Now you got to weigh out, is it serious? Because I just be acting catty all the time. No, when I reach out to my supervisors, because it's serious. You're my last resort. Okay? I hit up last resorts when it's well needed. Okay, cool, bet. So I get over there to the W, right? Couldn't really do the work that I was supposed to do because like it was busy and Robert wasn't having it. Some days Robert don't be trying to stay in the classroom whatsoever. He don't run out anymore. He'll stand by the door and open it. And then I'll be there holding the door. And then he'll try to take my hand and like, let's go. Like I know when Robert trying to dash. Robert do not try to be there. So boom, that's going on, this, that, and the other, right? So every now and then, like now I'll let Robert lead the classroom, but I'll leave with him just to go on walks. But he really just want to walk to the library because he loved his car books. So like I'll let him walk to the library to get his car books because that's the only way. Once he gets the car book, he doesn't mind staying in the classroom and paying attention. So it's like, let's go get the walk. Let's go get everything that we need to over with so we can sit down and pay attention because I don't want to hear Jamie's mouth. I didn't do the stuff that I was supposed to do that day. So blase. I didn't end up doing it. It is what it is, right? So the next day that morning, I'm supposed to be at the W. So obviously I'm going to do work. I'm going to do work during work hours because I'm not taking work outside of work hours. I don't get paid to do that. So it's morning meeting time. The kids during morning meeting, they literally sit at the table, like that, the circle, and Jamie do the talking. So while she's doing the talking, I take that time, open the laptop, and I'm finishing the goal sheet, right? Boom, 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 boom. I finish everything. Literally, I finish everything. I just need one more to finish. So right when we're like, she's done with circle time, this, that, and the other, I close the laptop. I put it back in the small room, the room inside the room. I put it in there, right? So after I put it in there, that's when we end up going to like whatever event we were going to, this, that, and the other. Right when I'm about to go to lunch, because at this point, like the kids are gone. Right when I'm about to go to lunch, I spend this last like probably 5-ish minutes wrapping up the last question. This is when Jamie comes back in the classroom because she dropped the kids off to their parents because the parents picked them up midday. She comes back in the classroom and she's like, she starts trying to check me about being on my computer. She's like, can you not be on your computer during work time, this, that, and the other? I told her, I said, but it was circle time. It was circle time and you were dealing with the kids during circle time. Never do I interact with your circle time. So I don't understand what the problem was. She's like, well, if there's something that you need to do on your computer, you can do it during your lunchtime. I said, well, this is something I have to do for my supervisor. So I'm going to do it when I'm able to do it at my earliest convenience because that's what I told her. She's just like, okay, well, you can do it during lunchtime. This, that, and the other. Then she tried to check me about my lunchtime. Girl, you not my supervisor. So I let her know I don't take my break during the day. So my break is added to my lunch. What are you talking about? She's like, okay, but that's not what Miss Doris does. I said, me and Miss Doris don't have the same supervisor. Me and Miss Doris, like I don't even know if we on the same contract for real. Cause depending on your job position, each contract's different. I don't even know if we have the same contract for real. I said, no, if you have a problem, you can reach out to my supervisor. But when I worked at Hollywood, we had our lunch and we had our break. And because we don't take our breaks when we're supposed to take our breaks, because I've never taken my break. Girl, you over here pissy that I'm on the computer. I said when it was time to leave the classroom, I put my computer away and I definitely did what? Went with the classroom, correct? So what's the problem? So keep in mind, I'm talking to her regularly because, girl, you trying to check me about a whole bunch of nothing. What are you checking me for? What are you trying to check me? Because you look stupid at this point. Checking me about my job. Girl, if you don't get out of my face, you must be having morning sickness or something today. Because you really feeling froggy. Maybe you just got done talking to Shannon and Shannon let you know that I reported to my supervisor. And you want to, what, be Captain Sabo and come to her defense? Girl, get out of my face. So I let her know. I was like, I said, well, me and Miss Doris Miss Doris works here full time. I don't. So if you have an issue, I let her know straight up. If you have a problem, you can reach out to my supervisor and address it with her. Like you can go ahead, you could do that. But as it pertains to work, I'm going to do work during work hours because I'm getting compensated for it. I don't get paid to do work out of work hours. So that's when she was just like, you know what? That's okay. That's when she changed her whole tune. Because I told her, I said, you could reach out to my supervisor. And I did the work thing. I let her know that. She was like, okay, well, you know what? The pregnant lady who went on maternity leave, who was her prior ESP before Ms. Doris came, she was like, yeah, you guys kind of have the same hours then. I was just more so talking to you because I wanted to have an understanding of what your hours really are. Girl, we worked together for several months. Don't act brand new. Like, what are you talking about? You don't need to know my work hours because we not on the... See, that's you keeping tabs on my money again. You be trying to watch what I do so you can report it and really try to fuck up my bread. And I don't like that at all. Girl, get out of my face. So I literally just end the conversation. When it's the end of the conversation, I'm not going to talk because the conversation's over. So I just looked at her, walked out of her face, and like, boom, that's done. Because, girl, we done with it. If you got a problem, I told you what to do. Take it up with my supervisor. I'm not going to deal with you. So, boom, that had happened, right? A week later, remember the evaluations that I did for her prior? So now it's time for the second evaluation, the final evaluation of the year. So she comes up, y'all, and she decides to ask me, can I do her evaluations for her? You took the week that you were supposed to be doing the week she was supposed to be evaluating her kids, the girl went on vacation. Now you're scrambling at the last minute and you want me to put an S on my chest and come save you? I told her, I said, no, I'm okay. She's like, oh. I was like, yeah, I don't feel like doing evaluations. No, thank you. I literally told her, no, thank you. And I didn't have to put the thank you. No, thank you. So now she was stuck. And she's like, well, I kind of don't want to have to teach Miss Doris how to do it because you already know how to do it. And so do you. So you should do it. I said, no, thank you. Girl, I guess you don't have to teach Miss Doris how to do it because I'm not doing it. You should have never went on vacation. You thought I was going to what? Girl, get out of my face. Like, at this point, I'm telling y'all, you was playing leapfrog. Now it's my turn to play. You ain't going to like when I'm ready to play. So all this is going on. She's pissy. Then she tried to throw a little shade at me, talk about some, class today, Miss Johnson's going to be really busy because she has to do the evaluations. If she had help, it would be really nice. Girl, I'm not the type to be guilt tripped. You can't guilt trip me because I don't care for real. Guilt trip somebody that cares. I don't. So down is time for the day of the ceremony. The day of the ceremony winds up. Ooh, we here. I'm at the lake where the day of the ceremony because it's the day of the ceremony. So boom, I'm at the lake, right? And obviously I dressed up, but I didn't overdo it. Cause I woke up early. So I'm not gonna overdo it because I'm already tired. So I like dressed up. You know, a little slight beat, nothing too serious. Like I don't even think I put on lashes. I just put on mascara, to be honest. But this was the first time them seeing me out of sweatpants. Okay. So these people, I walk in the classroom. Oh my goodness, Miss Naomi. Oh, wow, you look so nice. Shannon in there too, with her little pale face. Yeah, she in there. Yeah. And oh, you look so nice. I ain't even say nothing to her, girl, because stop talking to me. Why do you keep talking to me yet? You are really slow. You're bad. Like your slowness is on a whole nother level. So boom, I see Chris. Chris got his Sunday's best on because his mama know it's graduation day. Eric and Chris look so cute. I see Eric eating, but I don't see Chris eating. So I asked Chris, I'm like, are you hungry? Shit, Shannon ain't even let Chris answer. No, he's not hungry. I already asked him. I looked at her and I looked back at Chris because, girl, nobody was talking to you. Shut up. So I was like, are you hungry? And I asked him again and he nodded his head. So I took his hand and me and my friend went to go get breakfast. He got his breakfast. He ate, woo, 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 had his big one. He ate it up, right? Had a jolly good time. Because, girl, why do you keep talking to me? Stop talking to me. You haven't learned your lesson yet? Because, girl, at this point, it's harassment. It's harassment. Do I need to tell Jan that you're harassing me at the workplace? I hope I don't have to. There for the morning graduation, and then went to the W, and then I went to the woods, and then like boom. Now the last day of school come up. Keep in mind, I'm already knowing I'm about to quit. I already know I'm about to quit. Like I knew. Keep in mind the last 3 weeks. When I seen the dirty bag of clothes, that was really like, I'm about to quit because I'm not. Because at that point in time, I knew that anything that happened, they have to go through Jan. Because if anybody else talks to me, I'm going to smash somebody's face in the wall. I'm not going to do that because this is the same. And this is so weird how life do things because this is the same school I used to be a hothead in. Like really used to tweak out. I almost got expelled from the school district because I got into so many fights. So for me to be here being tested by these old raunchy ladies who creeping up to retirement, that's crazy to me. So at this point, I'm being a bigger person. You got to go through Jan if you want to talk to me. That's just how it's going to be from now on. Anybody got anything to say to me, go through Jan. Jan will tell me. I'm not dealing with y'all. Peasants! Guard, what Mama D said, guards! Somebody get the damn guards. Because I'm not dealing with this no more. I'm done. I'm done. So at this point, I'm already knowing I'm going to quit. They don't know I'm going to quit. I know I'm going to quit. I've been surprised. I knew I was going to quit before it was the end of the school year. I was more so sad I was going to quit because I really, really, really wanted to see Chris like at least get to like 3rd grade. I really was going to stay I wasn't going to stay long when I first got the job. But then when I met Chris, like I was going to make sure like he got through everything smoothly. And then like, boom. But I knew I wasn't going to be there. So then there was this other lady named Miss Christina. And boy, when I tell y'all, Chris, when it comes to making friends, it's kind of hard for him. And he really like, he sticks to who he knows. So I knew off rip that I would have to get him because Christina's super nice. Like she the other lady that, remember when I told y'all there was Bam Bam and Nancy. She's usually there with Bam Bam and Nancy. And she's like that group. That group was super chill. I love that group. So I knew that like Christina she did kindergarten. So since she did kindergarten, I made sure like Chris learned her name before I left. Like Christina probably thought like I was just trying to be like funny and just like teach her name to him. But no, I was really like knowing that I wasn't going to be there and I wanted him to like know somebody and be comfortable. Boy, when Chris came to that school, I'm telling y'all right now, the way some of y'all I'm not even gonna go there because the way some of y'all treated Chris wasn't even right, bro. I promise y'all the way y'all treated that little boy was not right. And that's what really be pissing me off about the whole situation. So like leaving him in a place where like these people kind of sort of didn't even like him to off the rip. Boy, that didn't even sit right with me. But at the end of the day, like Chris showed who he was. People started liking him and it is what it is. So like I was about to have to leave my friend. And they don't really understand the kid. Like sometimes he don't be in the wrong, but he don't know how to talk for himself. So it's like if you're not there in the moment to see what's going on, you don't understand that them kids was really doing that to him. So it's just like, and then to top it off, when he's not comfortable talking to you, he won't talk. So it's just like that pissed me off because it's like, damn, I really got to let this kid go and you gonna have to fend for yourself. But at the end of the day, like, you good, G. Like I can't. For my mental, I'm gonna go. I'm so sorry. For my mental, I'm gonna go. So the last day, boy, I literally, like, Chris don't even know it was our last day seeing each other, but I'm knowing off rip. Like, Chris, Eric, boy, we had a nice run. I promise y'all we had a nice run. We made a lot of memories together. But this is where where our paths end. Hopefully life do one of his big ones and like we end up crossing paths again. But for right now, this is where it ends. Like, I'm done. I'm so dumb. If anything, I'm proud of myself for not tweaking out and really handling things nicely because like that was my indication that yeah, I came a long way. I had a lot of growth because I would never. I'm telling y'all, would never. I be letting too much stuff go and I was like, I'm proud of you, G. I am proud of you. Boy, and I already knew like I'm so screwed up to the point like I knew it was gonna be my last day and I was gonna use my last sick time. Right? I left several hours before school ended. Yeah, I told them I had a dentist appointment. My teeth already got extracted. I already had my wisdom teeth extracted. But I let all the other, like I let Miss P know like I'm getting my wisdom tooth pulled. And I didn't really feel good lying to her. But the simple fact is, like, she was going to try to talk me out of it. And I didn't want her to talk me out of it because I didn't want to be there no more. Like, I didn't want to be around those people. None of that. None of that. I'm cool. Boy, I hope Chris has a good school year this year. I wish Eric all the best. Like, all my little friends, I really hope they're really thriving. But it hurts because after Chris got transferred, he was supposed to transfer back to his original diet. Because, like, based on, like, they do it based on your area code. So, like, because of where he lived, he's not supposed to be at the lake. He was supposed to be at the other school that moved him over here for assistant because, like, staffing. Like I told y'all in part 1. But now his mom had transferred him here full time. So now I didn't even feel right because it's like, now he's not going to be here, bro. I'm not going to be here. Like, she had transferred him full time because, like, he loves his Miss Naomi, but Miss Naomi is long gone, bro. I feel right because I knew if I would have told her, like, I'm not going to be here, she was going to try to talk to them and, like, why, and just want to know the whole tea. And it's just like, I didn't want to deal with all of that. And that's why I was really contemplating, like, I could stay there for, like, a year or so and just, like, boom, I can make it work. Because, like, I'm not going to leave Chris, bro. No. I was like, Christina, because, like, she knew I was going to be she thought I was going to be in the pre-K class. So I let her know, like, can you make sure he's okay? I literally told her, can you make sure he's good? And she don't even know, like, this was my goodbye. Like, I'm gone, bro. We dead in it. It's done. Just make sure my friend is good. Don't let them play with him. If it wasn't for Chris, I would have been long gone. I promise y'all. The only reason I finished off the school year and I didn't off myself earlier is because of Chris. Cause y'all not gonna play with my friend, bro. I promise y'all not gonna play with him. But I had to go. I had to go to get my mental right. Like, I was already getting my mental right and I had to go.